Hi everyone, and welcome to the start of a brand new mini-series where we're covering how to create a photo mode for your video game. Photo modes are quite a common modern mechanic in video games where we can pause the game and take a camera around the characters and take pictures which we can maybe export and share online. So we're going to go through how to build this system in Unreal. Starting off with this first episode, we're going to set up the camera to be able to fly around the character and the environment, ready to take some pictures. So let's get started on setting up the camera. So the first thing to get started with in our photo mode is we need to be able to set up the ability to switch to and from a player controlled camera. So to get started with that, we have to create our own pawn for this, because we've got our player character. This is from the third person template. So we need a pawn character to go to and transfer all control over to. So let's go ahead and create a new folder for our photo mode. And in there, we're going to create a new blueprint class and choose the pawn character. Now it has to be a pawn because we need to be able to control it, so an actor won't do. So make that, and we'll call that one photo camera. And we can open this up. Okay, so in here, we're going to have simply just a camera. And we'll choose camera there. And we also want to have the floating pawn movement as well, so we can able to move this thing around easily. Okay. So on the event graph for this thing, we need to be able to enable the ability to move. So for this, we're going to use the same inputs that we would normally have for our player character. So let's just right click in here and do move forwards. And for move forward, we're going to do add movement input. And the world directions can be whatever direction the camera is facing at the moment. So let's take the camera here. And we're going to say to it to get the forward vector and place that into the world direction. And the scale value will be just our axis value plugged in. So this way you can go forwards and backwards. So now just got to do strafing. So we do that with move right. This is the same setup as your characters would have, but it really isn't anything different. I'm going to get the right vector of the camera, and we're going to add movement input to this as well. Pretty basic stuff. So next thing we need to do is be able to rotate and change the direction the camera is looking. So for that, we need to use the mouse inputs of turn and look up. And these are going to change the rotation of the controller. So we're going to take from turn here and type in yaw, and we can change the add controller yaw input with the value from the axis value. For look up, we're looking at pitch. So add controller pitch input. Again, this is the same setup as you would have for any other character in your game. So to test this out, we're going to first of all just place our photo camera in the world here. And I'm going to go to my third person character here. And if you go to the details panel and search for the word possess, you'll see it's turned to be auto possess player on to player 0. We're going to reset that back to none or disabled. And then on the camera here, we're going to change that to player 0. So when the game starts, I should be in control of this camera. Hit play. And we got camera movement. I can't rotate yet. Now the reason why I can't rotate is because our pawn has been told to inherit the controller's pitch and the controller's yaw. So we just go into the camera's class default settings, and over here on the right hand side you'll see pitch and yaw. Tick these both on, and now if I try it out, it will now inherit the pitch and yaw of our camera. So now I can fly around the map freely, looking at all the action that's taking place. This is the same sort of setup you'd do if you're doing like a spectator cam for your multiplayer game, or anything really that you want to try and do like that, like a drone maybe. Okay, but we're going to use it for photo mode. So when we go into photo mode, we need to be able to switch between this and the player camera in the character. So we're going to go into our character here, and we're going, so not the character, we want to make our controller. Let's go back and make a controller. Don't think it comes with one. No, it doesn't. Let's make our new controller class for this. So player controller, and this would be our custom player controller. This is the thing that we want to persist between the character and the camera, so that when I push the same button, it's going to respond both ways. So with the custom player controller, we're going to open this up and go to the event graph. And on here, we're going to simply, on begin play, get the pawn, get player pawn. And we want to promote that to a variable, player character. Either pawn or character, either's fine. So that will get the player character. We also want to store a reference to the photo mode camera too. Now this will happen when we spawn it in dynamically. So when we do that, we're going to have a button that we push. So let's say we put it into C. And it'd be easier if I do this and then choose C. Okay, so C for camera. And when I go into camera mode, I want to spawn actor from class, plug in there and choose the class for the photo camera. The spawn transform for this will spawn at the same location and rotation as the player's current camera. Now to get that, what you do is get the player camera manager, and from there you can get the transform of the current camera. Get actor transform, and we can plug that into spawn transform. Okay. Next, we need to tell this return value to be promoted to a variable, and we'll call this one the photo mode camera. Okay, so then we want to unpossess the current character. We just use the unpossess node, and then we want to possess the photo mode camera in pawn there. Okay, and that is going to trigger the camera mode. Now to trigger it back, I have to tell it to check to see if we already have the camera out, and we're going to simply do that with the photo mode camera variable that we saved. I'm going to get that and convert it to a validated get. So if it's valid, it means we've spawned the camera already. Therefore, we want to remove it and change it back to the player character. So for it's valid here, we're going to, so it's not valid, we'll go to what we currently have here. Let's move all that down a little bit. And if it is valid, we need to tell it to do the opposite. So we'll go to unpossess. And then we're going to tell it to possess the player pawn. And it has to be this reference here, because obviously if we just use get player character but get player pawn, that's just going to get us a camera that we currently have in our possession anyway. So this will be a stored actor in our variable list. And once we've done that, we then want to destroy the photo mode camera. So we take the camera out, and then from there do destroy actor. And hit compile. Okay, so we just need to tell our game to use this custom player controller. We do that via the game mode. So let's find our game mode, and in here we'll tell to use our player custom player controller. Okay, so as we have to remove the camera that's currently there, and tell it to repossess this one by default. Okay, so I can run around third person mode, hit C, and I'm now in a detached camera mode, where I can fly around freely, get the best shot. And if I hit C again, we'll go back to the player camera. C, and we're back out. And there we have it, the end of part 1. In this episode, we've set up the camera to be able to fly around with the player controls. In the next episode, we're going to go through how to take pictures and start displaying them onto the screen. You can watch that episode right now over on patreon.com/Ryan Laley, where you can catch all my videos early from just $1 a month. Massive thank you to all my patrons and YouTube members for their continued support. Make sure you're subscribed and you hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone.